This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
General, at the beginning of this season, Faisal about Wafa, about Diana, and about Ashgold. On any day, Obiabe argue say before even the season be starting, Faisal be lose one of the games, and also be lose via Diana, Ashgold, and of course Wafa. Very, very attacking sides, but Faisal Shomunina. Now divide the season into two. Nyanka first part of the season, how Faisal left fair. First 9 games, 1 loss, 2 draws, and I'm drop it just 7 points. That is the first 9 games of the season. Statistically, so this point here, I can say, Faisal, I was just 16 goals. I consider 15. That is plus of just a single goal. I keep saying, general defense, and they winning a season. No, so we be papa. So let's talk about that 15 goals. 15 goals from my consider no. So I should team be United. For not to Faisal because Omunyana has 16 goals. But 15 goals now, Faisal consider, but consider just 7. So go back to their positions. Faisal was 6 and a Bechim was second. By virtue of the fact that 7 goals and a Bechima consider and just 15 and as a 15 goals and a Faisal also consider. But in attacking wise, 16 goals. So what is really happening? Now the first part of the season, Faisal 9 games in general, 1 loss per. The last 6 lost only 5, 1 win, dropping almost 15 points. This is Faisal. So we losing him every. Obiabe Kai early part of the season, how na Faisal let me hold you certain team Noah. I think dropping him maybe they were very unrelenting. No, we are very intentful. Omukrabona in meta-analyze teams based on the facts of Mukrabon, no Malusu ball, no matter what to say. Faisal with the ball in possession, no me very much, very, very purposeful. But Omulusu ball no crowd ya, na say they kept giving you the pressure until I'm winning ball back. But statistically, we are done with that. Yanko video no yan find out how Faisal left fair in the first part of the season. Anyhow, when you change your mom so often. But general on your screen. So I Faisal game a first season nobody tia Wafa El Baba Yara. Anytime Biana Faisal eba so you have the back four of Wafa team no. But apart from the back four, Shadiaki Tuabi or back four on the left. They made idea kind of say overload on the left side of Wafa team no. So even though the presence of the back four to me and deter the attackers away, they made sure say the left back and say that is the overload. So who said that shade, there's only one Wafa player and that was where they created a chance. It's been consistent. They always want to move on the downside of opponents, the opposition team anytime be at the left side. And it's giving us enough information about their wave strength collectively. So team about my to say that is when we analyze Faisal crab how we be box room and unim so about Wafa, about Ashgold. These are our attacking sides. Now more pressure. It means the general will also attack power. And they got this goal from the downside of their team, the wing, that right wing, your position on the left side. It's been very much recurrent. And repeating the whole video more. The ball bar, they try to move out wide. No more the amount. That was the first game of the season they played against Wafa El Baba Yara. They were so much strong, quick, very pacey. Now a position. And everybody applauded second Faisal. Say in the back on the and I remember say Andy Catcher said even when who the best of Faisal team no yet now Wafa ain't me BBR. It means that even losing the ball, now we are so much organized. Now look at that overloading midfield. You only find out say Wafa on a bar midfield Faisal dominating in a 4-4-2. Putting up a strategy or more front two attackers and as strikers and cut it off, but be a distributed ball in their call. And now you need to find out say 2 strikers in between back 4 of Wafa created this particular goal. One of the best goals so far. Who are Ghana Premier League. The connection between the winger and the striker in our area, defined and understanding. You won't tell who our local league. But this is it. Faisal led the way. He has so many oppositions. Now let's talk about Faisal without the ball, their strength. Because when we move ball, know how quick and swift they were. This is Faisal own ball. Trying to press out to the position, that is Ashgold. So the defensive midfielder has been cut out, but he's also been pressed out. So Bonnie Krajo, but by being what the Bonnie before. This is Faisal. Our own Krabono, and we're not technically we can say non-territorial dominance. and then the chrome no by still or dominate to area even without having the ball. When a ball in crowd by him fan our deco. So the ball would have to be would have to be sent back to goalkeeper friend say Kofi Mensah. And almost also try say as go the ball neighbor Bima. Can Faisal make sure say even in midfield but beyond close to all other options. This is Faisal without the ball. So about the also a long ball and other ball and look at the base, the strength of their base. Can Faisal made sure say anytime beyond the general body they had enough strength, they had enough decisions to make on the field. And a ball in Chrome, so they kept the pressure so high. Even where we are make Jawa the Abana, King Faisal were so much organized. And they did this against Ashgold. Talk about another situation where even Ashgold are winning the second ball. How quick can they recover certain spaces? You have about 8-6 players behind the ball. And the money is very, very tough. At the more position, you say, General, but me build it through. So look, Ashgold in the crab ball, but between the midfield, Omaji Bonnie the free Ashgold in some. Apart from the pressing, they tried to recover so quick. So Bonnie Craig few seconds ago, and yes, I can't talk, and it is 3-2. This is King Faisal early part of the season. They continue to repeat this over and over. They always made sure say all the ball banner say or more finding means and answer how the ball before. They never gave you that chance to build the bra. As I show screen so but say a passing option alternatively. King Faisal a close on. This is collective strength. The manager gave them idea how to press, how to recover certain spaces, the spatial awareness. Whenever you don't have the ball, what do you need to do? The organization. Midfield congestion and who somebody else and be nobody asked golden 5 versus 4 overloads. And they were repeating this over and over. So we all applauded. This part of the season are changing and you might be brave. They forced us gold into making a lot of errors. After Kofi Mensah crack a long ball, they still forced Kojuamaku to go for a back pass. This is King Faisal. Enough strength without the ball. And a area on a moment of pressure no general. And now the ball na area. So what really changed? What really changed for Coach Nuruddin Amadou? We will talk about the last game of Mobotia Hasfolk and we will find out and here a few details I change working Faisal again. Seeding chances are a basic chance but deal with. King Faisal CD chances are general at any other day can only find King Faisal for. They did this against Kumasi and Kotoko. Kotoko tried to press them, but look at how quick on move ball out on be very press. That is press resistance. And your team behind the tires are they got this goal from Kotoko air pressure no more air translated that pressure into offensive strength. This is King Faisal. So omodi ya Kotoko, omodi ya Wafa, omodi ya Adrian, omodi ya Ash Gold. But season, mid-season, and you might be brass. They try to pick out certain loopholes within the Kotoko back line and we created this goal. Superb goal. Look at the connection again. So okay, Wafa go ya. How is this different from Wafa go no more? So the pattern has been rehearsed or training grounds. And the 4-3-3 has been consistent. 3 midfielders in 1-15, 3 no anymore, and then the back 4. The connection, understanding, communication has always been prevalent. But general, the issues with team no I can't want no and who screen is no. Obiawa area has been marked. So you think the defenders would have to go air first, but don't be just situation the goalkeeper need to deal with. On any other day, defender no and Yejuma is a goalkeeper. But now think, maybe I say area near goalkeeper there, he should have the commanding presence. But look at something. Before a goalkeeper even drew on no more or less a drew surgeon. So had it not been that disconnection, more or less this would have been a goal. Even though the goalkeeper exited, but defense striker was so earlier saying. And if you make a striker, more or less, so because on your striker, opposition third or your striker on your defender beam. And even in rebounds, second balls, King Faisal are not picking them anymore. Count the number of King Faisal players, general, I drop your by 3, and they are not winning the second balls. Look at the organizing shape. Back for no area, or Momaka outside, in between the lines, has folk, and they create certain chances. And they considered this goal from this angle. And Ayemi power so much. Very experienced defender attack you see. Look at this shape of a defender. And after this, Hasbrook tried to create expansion using the wave to enter that King Faisal area. And at some point, I mean, who said I took the ball back. I think Osha's the centre backs too, no, occupy 2 strikers. But on minimum pair, there are 2 players. Or B Junior Jinobi, Salim Adam Susu Jinobi. Who are the players as I said, Jino, keep your more in toes. But also, what do you need other midfielder? Focus on the action or without knowing, say, or much pair. There are 2 players, so the long ball will be sent into the area against us for their last game. And after someone almost send it by, you know, very cruel. I tell you, see, no, the ball could see this space. How can you do this? How can you? And then now head the ball, you could see this sensitive space. Another chance in the Marco Joe being junior. King Faisal are not reacting so much, very unreactive.
Okay.
And it's a second ball drop here, general. Earlier, we have 2 players in the anymore. But if you fear more, and Marco Joe being junior at 10 and they attack, you know, quickly. And then King Faisal would have to concede from this angle. This is a situation that early part of the season, Combo deal with it long ago. That's other thing non-American wants them say. Anytime we are from what in push Yamano, yeah, no issue. Share there are just 2 players of Hasfolk. But Okamo Makana or King Faisal be brain. Yet Hasfolk have connected this ball because goalkeeper Frank Watson thought that there are defenders present and that Oma. So King Faisal is very, very disorganized in the last 6 games. General, omonya purposeful in the offensive third. In midfield, to me and maintain that shape now. Near the early part of the season, so consistent. And I think Coach Nurdun would have to go back to the old notes, you know, and Yama money to me push it that hard. I will lose.
Faisal Atiaba from Obia and Tiasi. Samuel Boadu said in his post-match